everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm talking about some unpopular opinions. Today I'm coming at you with the Unpopular Opinions tag, and I'm so excited because this is my favorite video to watch. When I first subscribe to a new booktuber, this is the first video I go and look at to see if they do, because then we can commiserate on the things that we do not like. So let's just jump right in. So question number one, a popular book or series that you didn't like. This for me has to be the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J Maas. I don't really like that series. I've talked about it in my worst reads of 2017. Heir of Fire was the last one I read, and I don't plan on continuing in the series. I just don't like the wishy-washy characters that change to progress the plot. I don't really care for the writing style. It's just a personal preference though. There's lots of people that like it, but just not for me. Number two, a popular book or series that everyone hates but you love. This for me would be The Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. So this is an older YA series. It was published in 2003. This follows a girl who finds out that she comes from a long line of priestesses, and when her mother is killed, it sends her on kind of this journey of self-exploration and magic. This is a book I read when I was pretty young. It's one of the first YA series I ever read. I read it when I was like, I don't know, like 13 or something like that. But it meant so much to me at the time because I feel like when I was 13 I was trying to like find myself, kind of like Gemma's doing in this book. So it really kind of became everything I needed at that time. But a lot of people dislike this series. Like, I don't think it has hate, but it definitely has dislike. Like all of Libba Bray's writing, if you've read The Diviners, you know this. It's very immersive and she focuses heavy on world building, and some people don't like that because they think it really slows down the plot. But I loved it. I really love Victorian culture, so this just sucked me right in. Also, people really don't like the ending because the ending probably isn't what they were expecting. I personally loved it. I think it has one of the best endings I've ever read. If you know me, you probably know what that means. But a lot of people didn't like it. Number three is a popular genre you hardly ever reach for. For me, this is contemporary or poetry. I don't really care for either one. I don't really like contemporaries because I feel like they are either like about romance or about issues like psychological or family issues or whatever. And well, I'm already married and I have issues on my own, so I don't need to read about more because that just really stresses me out. But like, you know, global domination and taking over the realm and high fantasy, that doesn't stress me out. I don't know. Also, poetry, I'm not a big fan of. I really wish I was. All my friends are. But just, it's not for me. I like to know exactly what the writer was thinking because I can analyze what I think about the poem all day. But unless I know exactly what the poet was trying to convey when he wrote it, it bothers me. It's like the scientific mind at work. I don't like it. Number four is an OTP that you don't like. OTP is one true pair for those of you who don't know. I don't really have an answer for this one because I usually go along with whatever the writer has us, you know, ship. Whoever the character wants to be with is who I want them to be with. But if I had to choose one, I think my least favorite is Alina and Mal from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I just don't really care for the whole like friends to lover type thing, especially when it's like she's been in love with him forever and he had no idea she was in love with him, and then all of a sudden when she gets magical he's like, oh, I've loved you forever. And I just didn't feel like they had a lot of chemistry. I totally ship her and the Darkling though, like that's my real OTP, so you know. Number five is a popular or beloved character that you don't like. Number one probably comes as no surprise since I don't like the series, and that's Celaena Sardothien. I find her like cocky and conceited and annoying, and she's like all talk, like I'm the best assassin in the realm, but then like it takes like 2 to 3 books before she even starts like assassinating people. The next is Severus Snape. Now I know that's controversial. The whole thing is controversial. But I don't like him. I don't like that he bullies children. I don't care that he's had a tragic past and lost love, whatever. That's not important to me. He is a grown man and he is terrorizing children, and that's not okay. Poor Neville, when he saw the boggart, which reveals your biggest fear in life, it transformed into his teacher. Like, how horrible is that? The one person that's supposed to put you in a good learning environment and teach you how to be a great wizard. He was terrified of his teacher, and that just breaks my heart. And Neville's one of my precious babies and probably one of my favorite Harry Potter characters, so yeah, I don't like Snape. Never have, never will. Number six is a popular author that you just can't get into. And for me, obviously, Sarah J Maas. Another one that I'm really disappointed about is Neil Gaiman. I really wanted to like his stuff. Stardust and Coraline are two of my all-time favorite movies, like probably top 10 favorite movies, but I read both of those books and I just do not care for them. I think I just find the writing style a little bit too simplistic. I really like flowery, pretty writing, I guess, and that's not his style. Number 7 is a book trope that you're tired of seeing. I pretty much have the same answer that everyone else does. I don't like the love triangles. I'm sick of those. Those aren't realistic. I really hate the not like other girls trope where like a character says that she's better than every other girl because she hangs out with the guys and she's not feminine and she's different and somehow that's better. I think that the book trope that I have a pin in my hand because I'm so angry, I'm just like stabbing. I think the book trope that I'm most tired of seeing is the mysterious and tortured love interest, like the tortured soul that you just have to fix, and he hates everyone and he's mean to everyone, but he for some reason loves the love interest, and usually he's mean to her at first too, and then he like turns around and starts to love her. I'm just over that, man. Like, don't love jerks, okay? And being moody and being arrogant is not attractive, and let's not try to normalize that and make that attractive. So number 8 is a popular series that you have no interest in reading. For me, this is A Court of Wings Roses. A Court of Thorns and Roses. That's it. I have no interest in that. The funny thing is, everyone that tries to like talk me into read it, they're just like, oh, well, you just have to get through the first one. It's pretty bad, but it's okay because then once you get through it, the second one's awesome. Like, you're really gonna love the second one. And then like the third one's okay. It's not that great, but it's okay. But you have to read the series. And I'm like, yeah, you really just sold it to me. Number 9 is what movie or TV show did you find better than the book? I have a lot of answers for this, and actually I think I could make a whole video on this, but I think the number 1 movie that stands out for me is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I did not like the book. I found the book really, really basic and kind of a little boring. I'm not gonna lie, a little boring. I found the characters flat. I think the story just translated better on film than it did on paper. Alrighty guys, so those were my unpopular opinions. Let me know down in the comments what your unpopular opinions are, and you can answer the questions yourself in the comments. I love to read, love to discuss them. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.